We all know Arc is in a really good spot in Season of the Deep. Great burst damage, short ability cooldowns and recently buffed supers. And plenty of builds have come from this. Ones utilising exotics such as Fallen Sunstar, Crown of Tempest or Geomag Stabilizers come to mind. But one I have been having even more success with is utilising the Karnsteins Armlets. These all but remove Arc's biggest weakness, survivability, or more specifically healing. With the right setup you can have constant health restoration, and that's on top of the season exclusive damage resist while amplified. The best credit I can give this build is it is the one I use to solo the Ghosts of the Deep dungeon. You can even tank those annoying Arc Moths. Let's start with the functionality of our chosen exotic, the Karnsteins Armlets. On any melee kill you will regen 50 HP instantly and have health restored over time at 30 HP per second for 8 seconds. Which is great and everything, but Warlock isn't best known for its strong melees. However, there is another way to get this going. A Glaive melee kill will activate Karnsteins, and subsequent kills will refresh the restoration time. Now you can easily access restoration while still having all of Arc's benefits, making this the Arc build to play if you want to get aggressive without spending half the time looking at the respawn screen. You can see in the background gameplay the solo dungeon being made easy, as I have too much restoration to go down and can spam Arc abilities all the same. And to access the very best of these benefits, here is how I construct the layers of this build. I like to reserve my energy slot for one of 2 Arc Glaives, which I will cover in more detail later. But your kinetic and power slot are completely customizable depending on your preferred options and weapons you have access to. Running double special fits perfectly here, and is the go-to choice by a lot of players in the current meta, so a powerful kinetic such as Arbalist or Riptide go well here. And the heavy slot can offer Arc synergy with options such as Thunderlord or boss DPS with the reprised Apex Predator. But as I have said, use whatever you enjoy the best, as that's the best way to play this game after all. Now back to the Glaives. I prefer to use the Arc one for a few reasons. They combine with one of our chosen Fragments Spark of Beacons to create blinding explosions. They benefit from artifact mods such as Shock and Awe to create jolting lightning strikes on final blows, and they also give us another avenue to become amplified with rapid projectile final blows. But only 2 Arc Glaives currently exist in game. If you don't have either of these, any Glaive will do. These 2 Glaives are Nezarec's Whisper, available from Banshee or Zir on occasion, or Unexpected Resurgence, available from the Trials of Osiris. But which of these 2 is a better choice? Personally, I edge more towards Nezarec's Whisper. Nezarec's is fully craftable for anybody who obtained the patterns for it last year. It will be the much more reliable option if you did, as there will be no RNG lottery. It also rolls with Demolitionist in the 3rd column, which is excellent on Glaives, with any projectile kill granting 20% grenade energy and the mag being refilled upon throwing a grenade. As we're on Arc, our pulse grenades are incredibly powerful, so more of this is a no-brainer. The 4th column has some decent options, but nothing as exciting as the Unexpected Resurgences. Frenzy or Adrenaline Junkie can give us some extra projectile damage and stat bumps, so go with one of those. Unexpected Resurgence is the other way round in some regards. It's obtainable now from the Trials of Osiris playlist, and can be obtained at base on any week by focusing engrams or occasionally featured as an adept variant. And its 3rd column perks aren't the most standout, but in the 4th column there are a couple of notes. 3rd column go with either auto loading or impulse amplifier to improve the weapon's reload and projectile speed. And in the 4th column, my go-to would be close to melee. A 30% damage boost on the Glaive's melee, which can be infinitely refreshed by getting more melee kills, and is activated from a single projectile kill. Volt Shot is a standout here too, especially with its Arc synergy, but do note that it can only be activated and applied with Glaive projectiles. Melee kills do not activate Volt Shot. But what about the other parts of this build which help it all come together? These can be found in our aspect and fragment choices, with some artifact seasoning on top. I like to use Chaos Reach as my super of choice. It has been buffed up in Season 21 and can do some heavy single target damage. If you want to min-max on this more, you can quick swap to Geomag Stabilizers before popping your super, and then swap straight back to the Armlets. But don't feel like you have to do this. I use Pulse Grenade as these are the current highest damaging Arc Grenades, and return ability energy through Ionic Tracers. These Ionic Tracers allow us to become amplified through our first aspect, Electrostatic Mind, and our 2nd aspect, Arc Soul, gives us Arc Buddies on Riftcast. Adding to our overall damage output, then Arc Buddy Final Blows will provide us even more Ionic Tracers. The aspects used include Spark of Beacons. This is one which allows Arc Glaive to produce a blinding explosion. Spark of Resistance. Since we'll be playing aggressive and close to our enemies, more damage resist will go a long way. Spark of Amplitude for the continuous orb generation, which feed into Supercharge and some of our armor mods, and Spark of Shock, giving our already great Pulse Grenades the ability to jolt. Our armor mods focus around quick ability regen with the armor charge system. Stack Grenade kickstarts on the gloves and innovation and better already on the boots. Arc Weapon Siphon and the previously mentioned Spark of Amplitude will provide enough orbs of power to keep the armor charges stacked high. A full list of armor mods and artifact mods will be available in the description. And that's everything you need to make this extremely powerful and fun build. You will find the most success with this in dungeons and raid content, where there is enough enemy presence and pressure that the survivability and explosive damage can be used to the maximum. Thank you for watching.